You are live.
Welcome to what episode is this, Aisha? I
We
always
are eight.
forget. 8 episodes?
We're on eight.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the 8th episode of Waffle and Grits.
Whoop whoop.
Absolutely. We made it another week. Listen, by one of these days, it's going to be 100. But, anyways, listen, it's just me and Aisha today. Rube has some things she had to take care of, and she feels like she's coming down with the T virus. So she will not be available with us this go around. So we're going to do a little bit something different today, just a little bit different, not too different, but we're going to talk about um, some of the things that we're actually planning on doing with our platform. This is going to be something to kind of let you guys know how to join us or even and be a part of what we got going on. For example, as you guys know, we do a lot of game streaming on Fridays. We stream pretty often on Fridays. We do that. We also uh, do our podcast on Thursdays, as you already know, and we also are trying to build multiple community servers for certain games like Ark, Power World, even a potential um, Grand Theft Auto. That way we can have more of our fans come and try to join us. So, what were we playing last week? Aisha, do you remember what we were playing?
We played Power World and we play Ark.
Played Power World and Ark. Tell me a little bit about why. Okay, which one do you like better, Ark or Power World?
If I'm in the mood to scream and have a heart attack, it would be Ark. If it's something more subtle, I go with Power World.
Gotcha. So when it comes to so tell the audience in your opinion, because both these games kind of resemble one another, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So tell the audience, and again, some people already play. What is it that we're trying to do? Like, as well, like when I've talked to you about the whole medieval type of role play that we're trying to do and things like that. Go ahead and tell the people what are some of the things we're trying to do on our servers.
No, for Ark for sure. Levi here wants to do the whole medieval Game of Thrones style. Um, Arc where we have our own different kingdoms and we're able to, if need be, when once we finish building our kingdom, if people want to, let's say, try to take and ride the mounts of the royals and disrespect somebody by building on their lands without permission, then we can go and attack each other. Right now, I know we have my group, the House of Black. What is your name, Levi, this time? Have you figured that one out?
I'm still going to I'm still going to be Levi, Prince Levi of the Uchiha clan, absolutely. But the Tigerian bloodline moving forward, absolutely.
He's so rude. He take Targaryens and no, I'm out here and fine with the mother of dragons, but he won't be on that foolishness. But okay, I'm gonna bypass that
Well, yeah, the
disrespect.
Targaryens, if I remember correctly, are lunatics. So, um, they
Yes,
they
and,
they
and it
got
matches you well. Yes, lunatic
they got
describes
some
you
some some
perfectly.
stuff going on. But yeah, man, like so we're going to be trying to basically um try to create a community environment for people to come join us that want to partake in
The
play with us in role
tomfoolery,
play. Yep, absolutely.
because it's
So
gonna be pot foolery. I'm just gonna say
yeah, and let's kind of go back when we first tried to do this. Remember when we
horrible.
first tried when we first tried to do this, Aisha, and it took a while to get going, but we kind of got going, and by doing that, we kind of got some people to join our server, and it was actually pretty interesting for a time. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was okay because I mean, like you said, we did get some people on the podcast. No, I'm sorry, on the server, but then now you get to see people's true characters, and whereas Hamster and I are more of a subtle people. Some people were taking it a little bit too serious.
Mm-hmm.
Way too serious, getting in their feelings, started
Yep.
talking reckless in the Discord server,
Mm-hmm.
mad because I said something that you don't like, but if I say something you don't like, you don't get to go on the thing and just start being disrespectful. Just be an adult and come tell me, hey, I didn't like this, but the blow up like that, and we're all adults.
Oh
I
yeah.
personally did not like that because
Oh yeah.
it's just a game at the end of the day, you guys. It's just a game. You came into the server, we had our rules, we voted on moving from PvE to PvP. We said which ones are the mounts that you could not have, and next thing you know, Levi's being yelled at about having all the dragons, but then again, he didn't have all the dragons. He had just one specific dragon, and I was just like, yeah, this for the birds.
Yeah.
Only find it for the birds if people are going to be childish about it. Just like when we went to go battle the first boss. You guys came to me and Hamster, and then we got the final hit, and then people are mad that we got the loot. We didn't even care. All you had to do is say, hey, can we have the loot? We would have dropped that and did not care.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
crazy.
one of the things I found very fascinating about um the group I learned the hard way that you're going to be dealing with a lot of personalities. There's a
Yes.
lot of personalities that you have to kind of navigate, and that makes things a little bit difficult because be, because you're trying to, and again, I tried to appease everybody. I tried my best to appease everybody, and I learned that you can't do that.
Yeah, because I
But
remember we had that conversation outside of that, and I told you, stop trying to placate everybody.
hmm
You're trying to placate to what they want, and then it's not what the idea we all had for our server. You're changing it to
yeah,
placate them. And if they're not going to get on the board of what we want, because we are the creators, they need to go. And for chat, I'm not saying that nobody can give a say to help enhance the game or anything, but when you start trying to change things to make it to what you want, and it's not the creators, that becomes the problem.
yes. And that's one of the things that I went in and saying, if you have suggestions to make this better, let's do it. I'm all for it. And what ended up happening was like it turned into a situation to where if they didn't get what they wanted, they were upset. And that kind of caused a lot of friction.
Hmm.
And that's when things started to kind of,
Go downhill.
yeah, it kind of started jumping out the window and things like that. So um that's why I kind of started, how should I say this? Trying to I stopped trying to be so nice about certain things and started just kind of just doing what I thought was best. And by doing that, you had people rage quit and things like that. It caused a lot of
Just
anger
attitude.
with people.
Yeah, it's
So
just a
yeah,
game.
yeah. So that's kind of like one of the things that I was dealing with when it came to how should I say this, when it came to the role play aspect of it. And again, I had a lot of good ideas that, at least I thought I had a lot of good ideas that would be beneficial to the people that were going to be participating with us. But what ended up taking place was a cacophony of individuals that thought they knew better than anyone else. I mean, look, guys, I even like in the Discord had whole like backstories to people that I was writing for people that I would make things more engaging. So when people came to the server, they get to read and know exactly what you're about.
And I got the same talk. I got the worst foolishness with my backstory out
It
there,
was
y'all.
hilarious. It was the best,
He thinks it's
actually.
hilarious. I remember reading it and I said the final indignity to my character. And I was like,
Yep,
okay.
yep, yep. It was I thoroughly enjoyed your backstory because I thought it was awesome because of the fact that like like the blacks, there was a lot of like cunning and conniving aspects that basically made your lineage feared, if you will. And I like that.
Made
So
us psychotic. He definitely gave us the Targaryen blood in there.
yeah, they were nuts. Absolutely bananas. Who was your favorite? Because what was her name that we used to play with all the time? What was her name?
The one with the accent? Is that who we talking about?
Yeah, the one that was,
Oh,
how
don't
should
have
I
me
say
lie
it?
to you. Do not
Yeah, it
have
was
me
she.
lie
She
to you.
was an older lady, but she sounded really young.
That's the one who got attitude because we took the thing.
Wait, what? Wait. It was her? No. That was the
Or
guy
was
in the
that her
right.
friend?
No, yeah. I don't
Because
remember.
I believe it was her that got, because she played a lot.
I don't remember. It was a there was a girl that what was her name? Noodles. Yeah, Noodles. That was her name. Noodles would play with us, and she was pretty cool. I
I
like
think it
Noodles a
was
lot.
I think it was Noodles. If not, it was Noodles' friend who got attitude about the boss thing, and I was like, whatever, y'all.
Oh no, that was Noodles' friend.
Yeah, because
That was,
I
and
was
she
like, I
stopped
don't.
playing. Yeah, she stopped
Yeah,
playing with us after that. Yeah, Noodles
because
still
I was
played
like,
with
I
us.
don't have time for that. I don't. Adults, let's be adults here. It's a
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. So again, just trying to manage everybody's personalities was tough. And I kind of figured like out that if I'm going to run something like this, I have to move a little different, and that's okay. I don't mind moving a little bit different when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it's going to be fun, man. Once we get everything, right now we're in the beta phase. I'm trying to get everything situated for, especially on Arc. Arc's the hardest one to kind of get things moving because there's been a lot of calamities. So, um, Arc Survival Ascended compared to the regular Arc, guys. Some of you guys, let me say this for the guys, people that don't know what Arc is. Arc is a
Horrible game.
it's a kind of a role play simulator in a sense. Well, actually, no. I don't want to say it's a role play simulator. It's a game that where you start off with absolutely nothing. Like caveman, you start out with your ass out in the wilderness on an island. And you have to literally go punch and dig at trees and pick up rocks and pick berries to survive. And when you pick up rocks and break trees, you can make like makeshift weapons to help you even to cut down trees better and things like that and so forth. Because punching and ripping at trees with your hands causes damage to you. So you can do that for a little bit just to get things that you need to craft actual like makeshift weapons. Um, and you do that, and then you continue to do that, and you can at some point end up building a little thatch house for yourself that later on, when you get better at the game, you get better materials, you can start building a lot more reinforced housing. And you can go, basically, the game allows you to start off as extremely primitive and build yourself up all the way to like super technology where you're flying around the map with rocket boosters and stuff. It's actually pretty decent. But the other kicker to it is that you're surrounded by dinosaurs that all want to feast on your flesh. So that's makes the game exponentially harder. So I tell people expect to go out kicking and screaming pretty often. A lot of people get afraid of dying. You can't be afraid of death in Ark because death comes to everyone.
See, he's sugarcoating it. He's sugarcoating it because he's denying and not saying all the tomfoolery that he adds within art to make it 20 times worse. Okay, because yes, when I first played it, when he got me into it, I left my little thatch house and I kept getting destroyed by a raptor. It pissed me off, but it was fine. He adds things where they start blowing up monkeys with clowns on their faces, okay, running
Yeah,
after
that was
you.
crazy.
You got bombs, you don't know what's exploding, everything. He got foolishness in there. He don't play normal Arc. And then
So
when we running for our lives, everybody calm down, calm down. What you mean calm down? You got this ugly creature that got fire around his body chasing you. And where is he? Never to be found. I'm just saying.
well, to be fair,
Uh-uh.
when we first played Ark, we played without any mods. We played strictly vanilla.
And that was
And I
hell.
would say that was probably some of the most entertaining, engaging aspects where we would be so excited because we finally crafted night goggles. We were super excited about crafting night goggles where we can see at night. It was hilarious. And I remember us just like, because again, the biggest thing that we feared at the time where we were was just damn raptors. Raptors would come and rip us apart. So we feared the raptors and we feared like leaving the little area that we were in. But once we actually end up figuring out how to create like actual weapons outside of like knives and swords, and when we started creating guns, then we got a little bit more brave and we had night vision
Who is
goggles and
we?
things
Who
like
is
that.
we? He got brave. I was standing in the back.
So we started hitting these expeditions. And that's when things started getting good. And I never forget the first time we encountered Mr. T, the T-Rex.
Horrible.
Listen, that mofo was chased. I thought we could escape by jumping in the water. Okay. Remember when Jurassic Park said its vision is based on movement? That's a damn lie. Okay. He sees you and he's coming to eat you, bro. So I was running for my life. We all were. I fired my shots, ran out of bullets, ran and jumped in the water, and it came after me. And he devoured me in one gulp. It was horrible.
I went the
Went
other
out kicking and
direction.
screaming.
I
But
go the other direction.
we've had multiple situations where, well, let me tell you this, guys. The reason that I started adding mods because I have a brother who was dominating the game. So the game got to the point to where it was just like basic dinos, and we were just like pretty much we had created these great magnificent structures. Nothing was dangerous to us. We can go out there butt naked because we had the most powerful guns and tools in the world. Nothing could challenge us. So we would literally just build and blow the head smooth off dinosaurs. That was it. And I guess certain of my teammates enjoyed that life, but me, I wanted more.
Always.
I wanted to be challenged. Okay, so then I started like looking in the mods. So we started looking in the mods, and I started adding some mods just to add a little bit more, spice and flair to the servers. And when I did that, all hell broke loose because the dinos end up being way more dangerous than I originally anticipated. And even with our souped up abilities, people were being blown from their armor. There was red mist floating in the air where some of our teammates used to be. People were hollering and screaming. There was like plasma balls falling out of the air. It was insane. And it caused a situation to where people it caused a situation that seemed pretty dire to my teammates. And I guess they felt like it was no longer fun. But there was a part of me that enjoyed the carnage. There was a part of me that appreciated the destruction.
Don't let him tell you part of him. The whole part of him loved listening to us scream, die, having a whole heart attack. Can't even leave your dang kingdom without being attacked. He loved it. Not
I
part of
just,
him. His whole fiber of him thinks it's hilarious.
I just, it got my juices flowing, metaphorically speaking. When that what's that the tension you're looking for, what's the term I'm looking for, where your blood starts going and that adrenaline starts kicking in
He like
because
adrenaline.
you might end up going, this could be your last day. Okay, you could go out kicking and screaming. All right, so I appreciated that, and it kind of forced my teammates to kind of look at the world and find different ways to survive. And by doing that, I came up with the idea of trying to create this role play server. And in my role play server, what I wanted to do is have multiple kingdoms, okay, run by either kings or queens, right? And each kingdom gets a nuclear weapon. What I mean by that, they get a very powerful creature, okay? And that was used as a deterrent, so people wouldn't just go attack other, kingdoms just for the sake of attacking other kingdoms. All right. And I want to have this whole economy and just like bustling and lively environment and community that I want to build doing that. But The issue that I kept getting criticism for is that people claimed it was too hard.
It was horrible.
Now, to be fair, when we had people join the server, and I don't know if Aisha remembers this. There was a guy that was fighting Origins. Now, again, Origins were the strongest at the time. There were the golden creatures that had like tens of millions of health points.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a creature out there, and there was this one guy who slayed it, and he slayed it by himself. Now these creatures are designed, and a lot of bosses in Ark are designed for you to fight with multiple dinosaurs and multiple teammates with multiple dinosaurs fighting at the same time. That's what it's designed. That's what the game is kind of designed for. This guy went out there and slaughtered and killed it himself by himself, which is absolutely absurd.
But
I
remember
knew
what we
something was
found
off.
out?
Yeah,
Better
I
say we
knew.
found out he was
Uh huh.
bringing dinos from his single player game to
Yes,
come do it. And then when we stopped that within the server,
he
he was
left.
gone because
Yep.
he couldn't do what he wanted to do. You
Yep.
can't cheat. But then I think that was the same guy that was complaining about your brother, Babyface, having the turret, the
Yes.
turret that killed him. But yet you're bringing in dinos.
Yep. So I can't remember if it was exactly that same dude, but I will say this: he was, and we couldn't figure out like how he was doing this. And again, we were new to Ark. We were kind of new to Ark, and we're kind of trying to figure out, you know, how the mechanics of the game work, especially when it comes to a server.
Mm-hmm.
So we found out that the gentleman was using the little teleport beams or wherever it was, like there's a couple of points on the maps with them where you can transfer objects and even dinos. And yes, Aisha's right. He was transferring dinos from his single player game over to our server. And his dinosaurs was all super powerful and souped up. So he basically made it where it wasn't a challenge. So we said he can still play, but he can't continue to bring in dinosaurs, and we shut that off. At that point, his eyes started to twitch, and he left. There was another situation where my brother was creating a base. Now, one of the things at the time, um, I don't remember. There was something that was going on that my brother wasn't supposed to have access to. And it kind of caused an uproar because of the fact that he wanted to be able to just dominate anybody that comes into the map. Here's the kicker. Most of the people that were on there, like myself, have been on there for months, just building and cultivating our kingdoms and things like that, and our dinos. So our dinos and everything that we had was higher level. My brother had just jumped on the server, and I allowed him to have access to the password. And he basically put himself in a position to where he had end game items in the beginning. So people were upset about that, complaining to me about that, which is why I understood. And me and my brother had a back and forth about that. I said, well, that's honestly not fair. I can't let you do that and then tell everybody else they can't do that. So that was the kind of issue that was going on between me and my brother when that situation had took place, because he basically summoned in all the best weapons and destroyed him and prevented him from being able to, I guess, do whatever he was, whether he was attacking or trying to go about his business. I don't remember. All I know is that my brother was using technically illegal means to get the advantage. He wasn't supposed to do that. So I understood that.
Oh, of
Now, with
course.
that being said, we had some other individuals join us, and we'll just call them the Borsons because that's what their names were in the role play RP server. And it was a husband and a wife, and they seemed pretty cool. And they seemed like they had a good time, and everything seemed to be going pleasantly until
Mm.
one day see in the message comment section them go, because here's the thing, like Aisha brought up, because we're doing a role play server, we started off as PvP. No, I'm sorry, PvE. I'm sorry, player versus everybody. So, where so we weren't able to attack each other. So it kind of prevented us from really role doing a Game of Thrones gritty role play server where you can assassinate people and attack people and things like that, because you weren't able to attack anybody unless they gave you distinct permission. So I asked literally in the server. I said, "Hey, do you guys want to change this to a PvP server so we can kind of you know make things more a little bit more realistic and more in line to what I'm trying to create here?"
We did a poll. We
Yep.
literally did a poll.
Yep. And the majority of people said they were okay with it, so we ended up switching it. And that's when the Borsons came and start going off in the comment section. And the crazy part about it is, I honestly think that it was his wife that kind of pushed him to do it, um, because she just likes to build. What I did never understood was like the King Borson, he um liked going out and catching dinos, and he was really good at it. Like his base, he had all kinds of incredible dinos that he went and caught himself. He was good at the game.
Mm-hmm.
His wife just wanted to build. She didn't really catching stuff really wasn't really her thing. So I think that really upset her, and he just felt like he was defending his wife. So that kind of turned into a situation where I think, did they leave after that, Aisha? Did they leave?
Um, I think we towards the end that was when we were all we just kind of stopped because life hit us like
Yep.
as admins and everything. We got
Mm-hmm.
busy, so I don't think they fully left. But then they invited you to their server.
Yes, yes, yes. They did, and I didn't go. I didn't go. And it was mostly because of the fact that I felt like that I was shafted from that position, and that it was a situation that did not have to go the direction that it did, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was silly. Then
Right.
we had Noodles. Her name was Noodles, and she had a friend that joined us, and she seemed pretty cool. And she said she just wanted to be a breeder. She just wanted to breed, which is fine because I wanted people to come in and have specializations on what they wanted to do in the RP server. And she was a good breeder. Now there was a situation where, like I said, I mentioned earlier, where we in Arc, when you fight bosses, you got to fight bosses because that's how you unlock certain engrams that allow you to craft like end game things. And some of them you can't craft unless you beat some of these certain bosses. So we had to go fight these bosses. Now, with that said, these bosses that we were fighting ended up, how should I say this? There we got to a point to where we were so good and we were so strong, the bosses weren't that much competition as they used to be. So we went in there, slaughtered a boss, and I think Aisha got the last hit that she mentioned earlier, and she got all, I believe she got all the
I got the
rewards from it.
drops. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know. I just yeah, we were invited. Me and Hamster were invited. We went. We
Hmm.
weren't looking to do anything. We didn't know about the bosses. That was our first boss fight.
Yeah. So then she got upset and things like that. And again, this comes to like dealing with like different types of people. And it's one of the things I always find fascinating about humans in general. Because the easy thing could have been is, hey, this was our raid. We wanted to go and get the stuff. Do you mind kind of,
Mm-hmm.
giving us the stuff? And I'm pretty sure Aisha and Hamster would have said, sure, that's fine. We don't care. It is what it is. So because we were trying to get people to come onto the server. But the way she came at them was a little bit out of pocket, and that kind of created a little bit of tension. So she ended up leaving. Then we had Noodles, and Noodles played with us for a leg. So, oh, I'm sorry. What about my queen? I forgot about her.
Yeah, the one
Um,
with the accent. She had an accent.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. She was
And
really
she was
cool.
from a whole different country, so it was
Yes.
odd times that when she would play.
Yep. So she was really cool. I really enjoyed hanging with her. And playing. We played together for a long time. She kept coming back until we stopped kind of coming. Um, I had no issues with her whatsoever. She was always
No,
pretty fun to play with.
she was cool.
Noodles was fun to play with as well. She would come and go on her little raids with us and catch dinos and get killed and things like that. She was constantly trying to catch that demonic shine horn,
I don't
which
know
kept
why.
sending her to the shadow realm. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a situation as well. So, that was Arc. Power World is a little bit different, as some of you may know. I'm pretty sure a lot of you that have listened to this podcast already know what Power World's about, man. Power World is, it's basically Ark with Pokemon, basically. Same. It's literally the same pretenses. The mechanics are pretty much exactly the same. It's just with quote unquote Pokemon. Okay, they're not actually Pokemon. Okay, can't really legally be called Pokemon, but they're basically Pokemon. Okay, so that one I enjoy. The thing about it was I just felt like there just wasn't enough because I was so used to all the chaos of Ark that Power World seemed like I was going back to mediocrity. So originally I kind of wasn't the biggest fan of Power World because of the fact that it's just because we when we first started playing it, actually it was still it's still in beta now, but it had just come out
Right.
and we were looking for another game to get on, and we've been playing, so we started playing and things like that. Aisha loved it. Okay, she loved it right away. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have an issue with it per se. I just felt that there just wasn't enough content for me, especially coming from the modded Arc that we were playing. What are your thoughts, Aisha?
Like I said, I be telling him every now and then he got to broaden his horizon from foolishness to more subtle things, because like I said, he likes the more chaotic things. A lot of us, and I think his brother likes the chaotic things. Hamster and I, we like chaos, but we also enjoy being subtle and having that. So I thoroughly enjoy Power World. I like the fact that yes, it kind of is like a Pokemon, but it's not, because with Pokemon you can't breed. You cannot breed two different pals and make a different Pokemon. It's the other
Well, the
thing, and
reason
it
the reason they did that is because they can't evolve, so they
well,
can't
no, yeah,
evolve them. So
no,
that's
but
why
I
they
think it
did
was a
that.
better concept. I thought
You
it was
think
better
so? I
because
want I want evolvations, but go
I mean,
ahead.
well, we know that's never going to happen. So
No, I mean Digimon evolves.
yes, Digimon evolves, but the way Nintendo's acting right now, like they are the biggest inventors of everything in the world, Power World's not going to be able to do that, which I would love to be enabled. Yes, if we could evolve them and also breed the two types of, pals to give us these cool pals, that would be awesome. But Nintendo's got to stick up their butts.
I think you know what? I just feel like you can have a evolve system because here's the thing. There are games that exist where you quote unquote evolve.
Of course.
So they can get away with it if they want, but they can't call it evolvation. They have to call it something else.
And see, that's
And
the
they
thing
haven't
that's stupid because, like you
mm-hmm,
said, Digimon said, and I quote, they're evolving. Agumon
yep.
is evolving,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just being, like I said, they butt hurt because Power World did something that we've all been saying, did what we've been asking Pokemon to do forever.
Yes.
And
Pokemon
y'all are
is stuck
not
in a
doing
rut.
it.
Yeah, Pokemon is stuck in a rut, and I don't appreciate Pokemon being stuck in a rut the way they have been because it seems to be a situation to where um it seems to be a situation to where when Pokemon they this is one of the things I hate about Nintendo fans because I'm a Nintendo fan. But
Mm-hmm.
I hate the hardcore fans, honestly, because no matter Nintendo could shit in their hands, okay, and package it, and they would buy it. They don't
Right.
care. Okay, so what I mean by that, Pokemon has really not evolved, no pun intended, um, in years. Okay, they've done a horrible job for the most part about the evolvation situation, as far as not necessarily Pokemon evolving themselves, but in the game evolving. Okay, they've been moving like an extremely slow when it comes to adding new, aspects to the game to give people a reason one to keep coming back to it. Without besides making wild and ridiculous Pokemon. With that being said, other creators, like again, the people at Power World said, fuck this. We're going to do this. And there's another Power World game. I can't remember it's called. I saw a clip of it.
It's called Pikmin, and I'm gonna try it when it comes. But they're gonna. I feel like Nintendo's gonna get butt hurt, but this time
But
you
Power
use
World is
cards
too, because
to
Power
catch.
World's in it. I mean, look, theirs is like they got a dude that looks just like Link. Okay. They
Oh
got
yeah,
they got literally rip-offs from Power World. Have you seen like the photo? It's been
I
crazy.
seen it,
So
and I seen it. The only difference really is that to catch whatever a Pikmin, you
Yeah.
got to use cards. So I'm
Yep.
like, oh, so we doing Yu-Gi-Oh up in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So
whatever. Y'all, if y'all not gonna go out here and do it, let the people do it.
yeah.
And stop
I
getting butthurt because y'all not getting that money. Y'all should have did it when we asked y'all to do it.
Yeah, it's been a little wild because of that shit. So I mean, because of that stuff, forgive me. But yeah, it's been a little wild, man. And that's kind of one of the things that bothers me. So, the Power World, I've tried to give it a shot. And now that I'm playing it again, but there's a lot more features to it, I'm enjoying it a lot more. So I'm playing it currently now. We got a server up, guys, that if you want to come and join, you're more than welcome. Um, and I like it a lot more because of the lot of more things that they've added to the game. I appreciate that stuff.
The
So I'm
new map,
excited
the
about it.
tomfoolery of these people
Mhm.
trying to arrest you every 2 seconds.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, a couple of how has it been? It might have been a year. Might have been a year ago. Was it when we had the Grand Theft Auto server?
We gotta fix that because the thing I was looking for, I wanted to add so much, but it wasn't as easy as Arc servers where you can add the mods. You have to do a lot of script writing. And I'm like,
I
y'all
see.
lost me right there because I don't do all that. I don't do script. Some of them were easy that you could add, but a lot of the stuff that I wanted to put into the server that I knew,
Yeah.
one, Levi would love,
Yeah.
foolishness, but things that I knew the group would love, I decide, I couldn't do it because I don't know how to run a script like that.
I
So if
mean,
anybody who knows how to do scripts and ain't no and not gonna charge obscene
mhm.
amount of money,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about bringing that back?
If we can get it where I can put the server the the mods that I wanted in there, I don't mind. I do have to make sure I find the things to with the motion sickness. I do still get a little motion sickness, especially with the driving. So I got to make sure the settings are right and everything,
Uh
but I don't mind bringing that back if we can.
do that. We should definitely do that. I enjoyed that as well. So because I enjoyed that, I want to do that again. I think we can. I absolutely
Mhm.
think we can
Yes, because
do
I
that
want to
again.
run my brothel. Okay,
I just wish the Sims. I just wish the Sims was
multiplayer.
multiplayer. Is that
Oh,
a new Sims multiplayer? It's not called Sims, but it's like a Sims ripoff, like
I,
ISO or some shit like that.
it might be, but I don't know if it has all the fun, innovative stuff. Like if the modding
Yeah,
community puts all the stuff in there, then yeah, I know there's a
Enzo, everything
mod
is
for
good.
us to play together, but we would have to test it.
For is it Sims or
Yeah,
Enzoy?
for Sims.
Oh,
There's a mod that play together, but I also don't want to do it and like destroy anything. So we would have to.
yeah,
I would say we would have to start a new game where it wouldn't mess with any of the old saves.
yeah. That would be incredible.
Okay, because I'm gonna do me. I already told you. I'm going
I'm coming to your house,
from
knocking your
rags
door.
to riches
Hey,
out here.
Aisha, yo, let me in, bro. Let's go out, bro, because we can put clubs and all kind of crazy stuff in there.
I'm
So,
gonna tell you, I'm working the night shift. Okay, you know me. I'm gonna have to do me. Sorry,
huh.
Cat, but yes, I'm gonna have to be a streetwalker again because we're gonna do
Oh
rags
man,
to riches.
listen,
Okay, got to
street
live.
urchin is
Got to
crazy.
be a street. Yes, I got to. Okay, got to live foul
Absolutely.
up in the stems. Okay, that's how I play
Hmm.
my Sims. Okay.
Yep. I'm definitely fascinated by that whole situation. So yeah, we have to look into that, Aisha. We got to look into
We
seeing
got to,
how
yeah,
we can figure out how we can do something like that.
because I
You
think
know.
that'll be something good. But then we also realize that that's something we cannot stream
Oh yeah, we can't. Well, we
because
can, but we just got to put it behind a Patreon. But we absolutely can.
well, yeah, we would have to put it behind Patreon, yes, because what we do, because I'm not getting rid of my mods.
Oh no! Oh yeah! I
I'm
listen,
not
God.
getting rid of
Listen,
the mod.
and we ain't the only ones. Like there's most people that put mods on the Sims gotta have wicked whims. You can't play
Exactly. I'm
Sims
not getting
without
rid of it.
wicked whims, bro. It's necessary, okay?
It's
Because
necessary. And also the thing is with that, we all have to have the same mods
mm-hmm,
and the same. I think the same mods in the same worlds. So you
yeah,
guys are gonna have to get the worlds. We got to get Hamster the worlds, Ruby the worlds,
mm-hmm.
Babyface the worlds, and we gonna have fun. And everybody's just gonna let me live, okay?
That's good. That's going to be incredible. Yeah, we definitely have to look into that and whatnot. But listen, guys, this was going to be a short one today, guys. I just wanted to kind of because we were missing our sidekick, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're going to be doing, and hopefully you guys will come and join us and check us out and engage with us, man, because we're definitely looking forward to engaging with you all. We just want to build a gaming community, man. That's all,
That's
and have
it.
a good time.
No matter what.
Absolutely, no matter what. All right. With that being said, listen, I appreciate y'all for coming out, spending a little bit of time with us. We appreciate you. Okay. Please, Aisha, go ahead and tell them what you want them to do before I
Like,
say
comment, share, and
it.
subscribe. Okay, he be trying to steal my line. He be disrespectful.
Oh man. Like I said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. We love y'all. Please come back and continue to mess with us. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.